My name is Christian von Koenigsegg. I'm 40 years old, and for half of my life I've been on the quest to be a leader in the hypercar industry, utilizing Swedish design combined with visionary technical solutions. Our latest car, the Agera R, is built in the old hangars of a former Swedish fighter jet squadron. Their symbol, a ghost, is now proudly painted on the back of every Koenigsegg. So the interior of the car is as important as anything else we do. We spend a lot of energy and time to optimizing and making it really special and unique and functional, of course. This is the place where the driver, owner and the passenger spend most of its time, so it's important that you feel really special inside the car and that it works well. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about our ghost lighting system that we developed for the Agera. Basically, we wanted something elegant, clear, unique and ergonomic and nice for the driver and the occupant to be able to control the car and its function in the best possible way. We thought it was pretty cool if we could have a metal button, an aluminium button, which just is smooth and nice and you don't see or feel anything until the light turns on, and then it shows up what it actually is. And we had to spend a lot of time to get the lighting correct, to have it shiny enough on the inside, to have the surface thin enough so that the light can penetrate through the very small etched laser holes. And the holes were optimized in size so that they're hardly visible when the light is off, but very visible when the light is on. Also, we have a philosophy that inside the car, basically the only materials you can touch is either leather, carbon fiber or metal. There's no plastic anywhere. Here is the circuit board going behind, and we actually have lighting here, but also 4 small LEDs, very strong LEDs inside each button. You see this one is naked, so this one goes like this and moves together with the button. Then they're all spring mounted on this very unique circular spring, which was developed. We used a special spring steel with a certain thickness and a certain shape to get the right spring effect going, to have a really nice click for each button. So we mimic the same kind of features on the steering wheel. First of all, of course, it has to be manufactured in carbon fiber, baked in the autoclave. Then it has to be clear coated in the paint shop. Then we put the foam agent underneath the leather, and then the leather, and that's about a one-day process just to apply the leather. And then we have to fit all the electronics and the paddle shifters and circuit boards and make it into what it is. So the steering wheel is one-piece hollow carbon fiber that we designed here. And it's very optimized to the interior of the car. It's a little bit thinner up top, so it's easier to see the instrumentation. It's got a flat bottom to make it easier to get in and out of the car, and it's got an optimized grip section. Also underneath the leather there is a foam agent to make the steering wheel more compliant and to take out some high frequency vibrations that it's not that dilutes the input from the road, basically. Here we have also ghost lighted buttons. As you can see, they're just shiny aluminium until the light comes on. And this goes into the steering wheel here, one on the left side and one on the right side. And there's a lot of functionality and processing going on in the steering wheel. So we actually developed a circuit board for the steering wheel which has CAN bus communication, a CAN bus protocol, going through just a small amount of cables. The reason why we have CAN bus in the steering wheel is to reduce the amount of cables that has to go through the axle, and that has to spin around all the time when you're turning. But it also gives us flexibility to have different functions for the buttons. We can change symbols and change software, and then we have a completely different function without rerouting cables. Another thing which is very important is that we have these shifters mounted to the steering wheel, and we spend a lot of time making sure we have the right click feel. So it's like a trigger basically. It's either on or off, you can't press it halfway. And it's also important that it has a solid mounting base. If you want to press it by the tip, it doesn't flex at all. And they're very long for being steering wheel mounted, so you get very good ergonomics when you're turning the steering wheel. But most important is how they feel, that they have a really nice trigger feel click to them. So there are several different spring elements inside the shifter to have the right feel. All in all, it's a very unique product, the steering wheel with all its functions. And I would say normally it would take almost the size of our company just to develop a thing like a steering wheel, but that's something we just do on the side. And of course, final part is the airbag that goes in. So it's a quite complex product, the steering wheel alone by itself. Here we have an aluminium part. All the aluminium parts inside the car are machined from billet aluminium. And you can see here on the back side there are some traces of machining. On the front side, of course, the machining time is much longer and slower to make it really smooth. After it's machined, it's polished in a special polishing machine. It's not just tumbled, it's a proprietary polishing system which makes it extremely smooth. And after that it's anodized to get a good surface protection. And this is the process that all the aluminium parts in the interior goes through.